when we were shooting the film last year, it was during the beginning of the throes of a very big legal battle, so I was dealing with media stuff while shooting and don't remember shooting the movie because I was too depressed.
Really?
Is that too much information?
It was a lot of information.
Well, I don't know. I don't care because you know what? I literally have no idea what the movie's about because I just don't remember shooting. But teaching and Trailer Park Boys have never conflicted because of that. But even if I'd been teaching during the academic year, we shoot in the summer. That's why it's always sunny in Sunnyvale Trailer Park.
Another exclusive. And Sarah, you do a lot of like short films and you do behind the scenes stuff people might not know about. We're going to get into some of the stuff you do in just a couple of minutes, but how much freedom did you have while you were doing the show? Could you do other movies while you're shooting the Trailer Park Boys, or was there any constriction?
This is kind of interesting, actually. Last year on the show, I don't know if I should say this, but last year in the movie, I made them hire me to be in the costume department because I couldn't get a job anywhere else, but they only wanted me for a couple of days in the movie, and I actually have to work to make a living. Like, it's not that lucrative being on the TV. So, yeah, so I made them hire me. So I was doing costumes and acting on the show at the same time last year, and I also AD'd assistant directed the show for 2-3 seasons, a couple of seasons. And the first year, I took time off, but it was really hard to get a job in the summer while I was working on Trailer Park, which kind of sucked because that's where in the film industry, as you know, you make all your money. So, yeah.
Like to get a job in other films because they were just viewing you as Sarah, or
because
in any capacity?
Well, there was two things that happened. One is that people think that we have lots of money and we don't want to work behind the scenes anymore, which is bullshit. I work for so cheap right now.
They also think that we make lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of money.
And so people don't want to hire us, or they think that we're big for our britches and, she's an actor now, she doesn't want to be a PA, which is totally fucking wrong. Like, I'll scrub floors for money, especially right now.
You just like getting on your knees and getting full use out of those knee pads?
I can't remember what we started with here.
Money,
don't have any.
Planes.
Work, behind the scenes, love it.
Hey, guess what? Did you know that another reason why we don't shoot Trailer Park Boys during the rain is because the sound of the rain hitting against the roof of the trailers drowns out the audio?
Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
Treevenge, you talked to Jason Eisner when he was getting ready to shoot Treevenge. They called me and they were like, hey, do you want to be in our movie? And I was like, finally, you fucking asked me to be in your movie, you dicks. And they were like, yeah, who can be your husband? And I said, Jonathan Dorrance, right now, call him right now, call him. And I was like, Jonathan, be my husband in a movie. We can kiss and hold hands. Finally, got to be married to Jonathan. Anyway, and then he married somebody else. It wasn't me, but that's okay. Your favorite?
One of my favorite memories about shooting Trailer Park Boys is we shot in the back lot of an abandoned mental hospital. So neither Sarah nor I really wanted to go into the outhouses at night because clearly they were haunted. So we would go pee other places, and sometimes you would be my bodyguard.
Yes, we did a lot of peeing behind that trailer. I was scared of that place, but last year we ended up going in at wrap and smashed a bunch of windows and cruised all around. It's fucking scary in that place.
I wanted to go.
Yeah. 2 months ago, Lucy and I went for a dog walk. We hadn't talked for a little while, and I said, okay, I'm just going to tell you, I'm doing something weird. And she said, it can't be as weird as what I'm doing. I said, I'm going to write an aptitude test for the Armed Forces next week. And she said, bullshit, I just did that.
Is that how that went? Because I thought it went like this. I thought you were like, okay, I got to tell you something, but it's going to be really weird and you can't be mad. And I was like, well, okay, you tell me your weird thing and I'll tell you that I'm trying to get in the Air Force.
Isn't that what I just said?
Yes.
They were similar.
Yes.
But, yeah, so, I mean, how awesome
Are you guys going to work together there?
We don't know.
We haven't talked about this
We
lately.
probably, if we're going, what are you going for?
Well, air navigation, but if I don't get in aerospace control. Control.
AEC. I think AEC is what I'm going for. So Lucy could be the boss of me. That would be fun.
And at
Who's
the trailer,
normally the boss in this relationship?
Lucy
bullies you?
Lucy kind of bosses a bit. You boss a bit.
But don't you like what I boss? At our premiere, the Admiral and the Colonel are going to be there, and I told Gregor Ash to introduce us.
This is what happens. You boss me around, and then every once in a while I go, no! And that's how our relationship works.
But it's all right.
It's okay.
Sometimes I arrange for Sarah and I to do outrageously fun things, and then she bails at the last minute. Like last year when we were asked to host a panel at North by Northeast, and
I couldn't do that. I was working. I have to make money.
And you bailed, and I had to do it with Dave Foley, which was lovely.
I'm going to the vegan thing with you.
Unless I go to basic training first.
Are either of you vegan?
Nah, fuck that. We like cheese.
I like to eat cows.
And I like to wear fur.
Wow. Okay.
You don't wear fur.
But you're attending a vegan. You're attending a vegan. You're attending a vegan thing.
Yeah, because we won a free trip to Montreal. True story.
Oh.
True.
We're
And they're
gonna wear-
nice. They're nice vegans.
Yeah, and we're gonna wear wacky stretchy things.
I didn't know about that
Oh,
stretchy part.
I'm sure it's gonna be quite stretchy.
All right.
I started working in television and film by being an extra in a film called The Hanging Garden, which was directed by Tom Fitzgerald.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Say that again, Sarah.
I said, is that true? I did not know that you were an extra in The Hanging Garden. I worked on that.
I am a mystery wrapped in tinfoil.
That's where I met Mike Clattenburg, is on The Hanging Garden. Sorry, go on.
So I
Does
realized.
she do that? Does she interrupt you a lot?
So then, when I was on set, I realized that the crew looked like they were having more fun than I was. So I looked into becoming a production assistant, and I worked my way up to working a lot on music videos. And I went to grad school in 2000 at Concordia to study the theoretical and practical applications of media, and after that worked in documentary production for 6 years.
Wow. Ariel Paul, do you know her?
Never worked with her,
You know who she is, though, right?
of course.
We'll edit that out. So that's a great question, though. How you guys got started in the industry. So that's kind of your story in a nutshell. How about you, Sarah?
I dropped out of high school to work in the film industry, and that isn't where I met Mike. I dropped out of school to work on Mike's first project, which was called Nan's Taxi, and worked on my dad's casting agency for a couple of years. Got hired on Black Harbor as a PA by Stephen and Mary Reynolds, fantastic AD team, and did 12 years as an assistant director. I've worked on tons of shit, and recently have made the fantastic switch into the costume department, which is super fun. So yeah, that's, I don't know, 12 years of garbage there.
What about plays? Would you guys ever do a play on stage, musical?
I've done lots of plays on stage, and now's an opportunity for me to say goodbye to you all. I really, really, really have to go.
All right. It was a pleasure having you
stay
here,
here?
Lucy. Here we go.
Oh my God, I love it
And-
when you touch me like that.
We'll edit that out.